Ladies and gentlemen, the farce is on. Eubank Jr versus CONOR BENN. October the 8th, it's been set for. I believe the catch weight is at 156. I consider this a mismatch. The only caveat is that the 156 limit may affect Eubank Jr to the point where it does become a competitive fight. Eubank has campaigned at super middleweight. He's coming down to 156, 4 pounds below middleweight. Don't think, has he ever been that low in his pro career? I don't think he has, but correct me if I'm wrong. Ben is a small welterweight. If Eubank makes the 156 limit without it dispersing his talents too much, his abilities, his energies, he'll win this fight easily by stoppage. But people will lap it up. It will sell. It will sell. It's Ben versus Eubank. For people, even people of my age who should know better, will buy into it. People who are younger, who don't remember Ben versus Eubank, the original, Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr., 2 fights, one in 1990, one in 1993, 9th round stoppage in the first fight for Eubank at middleweight, and at super middleweight it was a split draw, I think it was. Yeah, younger people will buy into it because they'll have read about these fights, these legendary rivalry and all that. And the casuals will lap it up because the casuals don't care about weight divisions. They probably, some of them probably don't even know about weight divisions. And I think a lot of people will want Ben to win. I want Ben to win, to be honest with you, because I don't like the way Chris Eubank's career has been conducted. He didn't take on Golovkin when he had an absolute chance to for a mountain of money. And in last year or so, it's been really quite ridiculous. Is he 32 now, Eubank Jr? You know, calling out Kell Brook. I mean, come on, man. And Jake Paul. I mean, fuck's sake. And now a small welterweight. You know, he is in the bad guy role, and I think deservedly so. But I don't think unless you really are like a Derek Chisora type, and your attitude is, well, I just want the money. I'm not interested in legacy or whatever. I just think it's a wasted career. Although, having said that, Chisora isn't picking on light heavyweights. Chisora takes on anyone in his own weight division. Eubank Jr isn't, and hasn't threatened to for a long, long time. But people will want Ben to win, probably for that reason, or maybe just because they find Ben more palatable as a character than Eubank Jr, who isn't really very likeable. And they'll allow their head to rule their heart. It's a shame. I think it's a silly fight, but it will sell. It will sell, and yeah, I think it's a great shame. Really, I'll be betting. I'll very rarely bet big money, but I will be putting a ton of money on, unless the odds are so ridiculous, on Eubank to win by stoppage. But again, 156. Yeah, and Ben has been looking the part against lesser opposition. I mean, who has he fought that's remotely as big and powerful as Eubank Jr? Ben hasn't really fought anyone who isn't either a light puncher or past it. And I think that's a shame because I actually like CONOR BENN. I don't think he beat Crawford, Spence, Boots Ennis. I don't think he beat him. I don't know, really. A few others, yeah, he'd have a chance, but. But no hope with this one. This is a money grab. The money grab. And it's called prize fighting, so you can say, okay, good luck to you, but no, it's not a good fight. It's not a good fight. It's a mismatch. And it's really all I've got to say on it. You know, casuals rule, okay. You know. But have I been proven wrong in the past? Of course I have. Many, many times. And you know what? I kind of hope I'm wrong about this one. If Ben wins, that will be a statement. Despite the weight thing, the draining of Eubank, the dragging him down to almost light middleweight. I mean, he is going to look emaciated. What do you think? It don't impress me, but it takes a lot to impress me anyway. But anyway, let me know your feelings. Thanks as always for listening to this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And of course, as always, take care. Bye for now.